Alright, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be making bacon, egg, and cheeses the Robert way. So, to start, I got my ingredients here. I got an English muffin. It doesn't really matter whether you use bread, bagels, English muffins, whatever you would like to use. I prefer English muffins. I think it tastes better. And any kind of eggs. And cheese also really does not matter. It's up to you what kind of cheese you like on your bacon, egg, and cheese. And the bacon also really does not matter. I prefer pre-cooked bacon because it's just convenience. And mayonnaise, you can also use butter on your bacon, egg, and cheese on your choice of gluten. And I've also got salt and pepper to taste. Alright, to get started, I'm going to take my fork and my bowl and I'm going to beat the egg up. Alright, I crack the egg with the fork like so. Alright, and I don't usually like to beat my eggs too long. If you beat your egg too long, it could cause your eggs to not cook as fluffy as they should. And I usually like to put in the salt and the pepper before I cook the eggs. I think it tastes better, cooks the taste into the eggs, makes it last longer. So when I measure my salt, just dump it in my hand just a little bit there, throw it in the bowl. And my pepper, I don't measure, no such thing as too much pepper. I don't believe so, at least. Alright, now we're gonna take our eggs and we're gonna dump them in the pan. But before that, we're gonna throw some cooking spray on the pan, because I forgot last time. Evenly coat the pan. I like to make sure it's evenly coated so it doesn't stick. And for the heat on the pan, I like to use medium to high heat. Medium to high heat produces the best eggs in my opinion. That way you don't overcook them too much. Now while we wait for our eggs to cook, we're gonna throw our gluten in the toaster for about a couple minutes. 5 setting. I don't know if the setting equates to minutes, but however long it is, seems to usually cook them to perfection. Alright, while we wait for our eggs to cook, I'm gonna clear the counter a little bit so we have a little more space to work with. While your egg is cooking, it's important to make sure that your egg is directly over the flame source. This pan's a little big. I would try not to use a pan so big, but I like my egg to spread out and get a lot of surface area. So get a little close here and see how I flip the egg. It'll be more cooked. You can see it'll be more solid than liquid. Alright, this looks just about good. So we're gonna get under there and flip it like halfway over itself. Oh my gosh, it's not really wanting to. I'm just gonna kind of unstick the egg from the pan. That's just alright. Yes, I don't think this is gonna work. That's not really what I wanted. But you know what? It works. We're gonna fly with it. Doesn't really matter how your egg looks in the end. All that matters is that your egg is an egg. Alright, we're gonna turn it down here because it's about cooked. Really sure, yeah. Put it on low. Grab your cheese and throw it on there. Usually cover it to make the cheese melt faster. Put a little water in there to get the steam rolling, which melts the cheese perfectly. What I also like to do is I throw the bacon in the pan here, cook with the eggs. Usually if you've got like non-pre-cooked bacon, if you've already cooked it, you can use bacon grease to cook your eggs, or just throw the bacon in there with your eggs. Grease will help enhance that flavor a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to pop that up there. These are about ready. And I get a mayo here. We're going to spread evenly. Try not to do too much mayo because then your egg's going to like slip off your sandwich. So we're just going to put a nice even layer on there. Both sides. I prefer both. You don't have to do both. I just think it tastes better that way. Now that we got that done, we can take our egg, put it on there, and then we'll get our bacon. Throw it on the plate. I like to separate it before I put it on the sandwich. That way it's easier to eat. Put the top muffin on there. That there, ladies and gentlemen, is the best bacon, egg, and cheese you'll ever taste.